Every day we walk by hundreds and hundreds of people everywhere we go, and we know nothing about what's going on in people's lives. Sometimes we just need to stop. And this week, as we look at Are You OK Day, we're going to look and actually take the time to stop and have meaningful conversations and listen with an open mind and an open heart and ask people, how are they really feeling? Are they really okay? What do they do to take care of themselves? These are important questions, and we need to start discussing them.
How's your mental state at this moment?
Right now, I feel like it's much better than last year. Last year, I was really anxious. It was my first year. And just coming out of high school, it was a different ball game. Now I'm feeling a little bit more confident about my abilities here. And I've kind of taken on a mindset of I'll just do my best and whatever happens, happens, which I know isn't the mindset of UFT, but I'm getting there.
That's awesome. As long as you take care of yourself at all times. So what do you do on your spare time to kind of help your mental health and some self-care tips?
Yeah, of course. I've always been really big on art. Like I write poetry, I draw, customize clothing every once in a while.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
So
nice.
I just try my best not to leave too much empty space for myself to overthink or get into a bad state. I also like to pray like a Muslim, so if I go to the mosque and pray for a little bit, I feel a little bit better even if I'm really anxious.
And if you don't mind me asking, what has been the lowest point in your life and how did you feel during your lowest point in life? And no pressure if you don't want to answer that. It's completely up to you.
Last year, end of the year was probably the worst year of my life, like entirely and stuff like that. During that time, it should have been my happiest. I've always wanted to live away from home, get that independence and stuff like that. And I finally had it with the co-op position that I was doing. I was away from my family and friends, I guess, which was still sad, but I wanted that independence. But then I realized that that's not really what brought me happiness. What brought me happiness was obviously the people around me, but it was my own responsibility to make myself happy, right? So during that period of time when I was alone and I didn't have that support system around me, it was definitely like a low point, especially going through like hard things from work or anything in terms of my relationship. I didn't really have anybody to turn to, and sometimes you need that physical contact, right? You need that hug to make it okay. So because I didn't have that, I realized that what I've always wanted wasn't really what I wanted. So definitely last year, and now I'm back with my family. I came back home. I live in Oakville actually, so I'm commuting. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for the new year. So
what is your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regret would be not trying, I guess, like earlier in high school. It's something that I realized more later on. It's like, even if I don't do well at something, it's better to try than not try at all. So there are some regrets, but you learn from them and you try to make use of those experiences for the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And how about you?
I would say that I don't really have any regrets, because even though like I've made some mistakes like along the line, I think, and like my childhood probably like could have some improvements, like I do think that they have shaped me into the way I am.
What's the best advice you could give someone struggling with their mental health? The best advice possible.
Honestly, go out and make sure you have a good social like make sure you have good people around you that can back you up, and make sure you're doing things for you, like making sure you have fun things that are gonna balance your life out, so you're not just getting burnt out all the time.
Definitely. And how about you?
I stress the balance as well. Like, you need a lot of balance. I would say just slow things down and like just take time for yourself. Maybe it's okay not to sit with everyone once in a while. Just stay alone, go on a walk, maybe meditate. And you don't have to, if someone's going somewhere, you don't have to go with them, like to some function, some event. Just take things slow and really just reflect like every day, little by little, and that should like really help.
And what are you doing to keep up with your mental health? To make sure, like some self-care strategies, all that.
I got into running.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not a runner. I've always
Not a
hated
runner.
running.
I'm not a runner.
No, because the thing is, like, I love, like, HIIT, like, high-intensity interval training and stuff like that. You're moving a lot. Yeah, like, weight training and stuff. But I hated running. But, like, I just got into it, like, this summer, and I've been loving it. Like, I feel like it's helped me so much in terms of just putting up my mood. And now, like, when I'm frustrated about something or I feel upset about something, I just want to go on a run. And I find that at the end of the run, I'm like, wait, what was I mad about? What was I upset about? Because I'm like looking at my goals and I'm like, wow, I just achieved this. And what was I even angry about and stuff, right? It just goes out the window. So running definitely helps.